been a cowboy. Here on live and let fly.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
What's going on? Welcome.
Now all I can think of is the boots and the blood, it's the dust and mud. I probably screwed this.
Thing a rodeo.
Yeah. I'm going through like a mental playlist of like 90s
pop country songs about being cowboys and
the best country era. Okay. Well, no, that's not. Excuse me.
The
Sorry.
The best
Modern
pop country era.
pop
best
country.
pop country era.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right.
Adam just like cringed
Died
so
inside.
hard.
Double facepalm.
Yeah.
He is
In
trying to
my
contain
mind.
himself right now.
In my mind, I did not omit the word pop, so I apologize.
What, Adam? In your opinion, what is the best era of country?
Of like country, either
No, jazz country.
Jazz country.
Country.
that is a thing.
I don't
I'm
know what
sure
to do with
that's
that.
something you and only you are familiar with.
You don't know Chet Baker?
I do.
What?
Chet Baker. Yeah, I do.
I would say probably early 70s, late 60s. And then honestly, like
now?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
Sturgill and them.
Yeah, maybe like 10 years ago when it was really like raw and authentic with the alt country kind of like resurgence. But
I
Sounds
think
like you
my brain
like
is
outlaw
thinking.
country.
Yeah, outlaw country to me is the best
right.
best era of
Yeah,
country,
absolutely.
and the newer wave of alt country is as good as it is because of its roots in outlaw.
well, that's basically the country I'm referring to, right?
Right.
The
Yeah.
late 60s, early 70s, and the now. So
Yeah.
outlaw country is certainly my favorite. The troubadour style, is what I really dig.
Back when the country artists were like actual degenerates and fucking
Yeah.
drug addicts and like,
Yeah.
borderline
Jennings,
criminals.
Willie Nelson, yeah.
Willie
I
Nelson
thought-
is the chillest of those.
He
Waylon
really is.
Jennings
He
was
really
the
is.
one that's
Well, because he
Always
just
killed
Waylon Jennings
himself on
blew up a
cocaine.
barn with dynamite.
Exactly. We fucking dynamite,
because they didn't
dude.
pay him for a gig. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like Willie Nelson's crimes were just chill crimes, but he's still a criminal.
Yeah.
Like,
It's like we're talking about books. He's in there,
yeah.
But those are victimless crimes, right? Like
Right.
drug offenses. I'm talking about blowing up a fucking barn with dynamite. That's what I'm talking about.
Or what's the show?
Tales from the Tour Bus.
Tales-
Yeah,
Tour
Tales
Bus.
from the Tour Bus. It's funny because if you watch the country season of Tales from the Tour Bus, there's only like 2 episodes where the country artist didn't shoot or attempt to shoot someone or get shot. You know, like
What? Who's the guy they call Jerry Lee Lewis? Right?
Oh,
the
yeah.
killer.
Yeah.
This man, like, legitimately went like drive-by shooting and shit like that. Like he was.
Guys, hey guys, hot take. That's not okay.
No,
It's not.
it's not.
it makes
But
for
the
really
music
good
was
music.
better. Okay.
So I need to say this out loud, Adam. When you said, today's country, my brain went to what is it called?
Florida Georgia line.
Yeah, what is it called? It's like not anthem country. It's
Arena?
Stadium.
arena.
country?
That's the word. Yeah, thank you. Arena
Yeah,
country.
I
I,
mean,
was
that's
like,
pop
Adam,
country.
we need to talk because I don't agree with that, and I feel like you don't either.
Yeah. No, I don't. You don't know what you're talking about, Emily.
Sorry.
You hurt my feelings with all this pop countryness. I don't think that there's an era of pop country that I like. I know that you guys like the Garth Brooks era. I respect it. It's not my jam. There's not an aspect of pop country that I'm really into.
I will say this: a lot of like the good
Well, Adam,
Garth Brooks,
you
Brooks and
dislike
Dunn
hooks.
era, like is nostalgia based. Like a lot of that is nostalgia.
100% for me because like that will just my personal experience. The only reason that I have any type of nostalgia for it is because those are the only tapes that I had access to
Yeah.
as a kid.
Same. Yeah.
Hang on,
Dwight Yoakam,
I fired
Alan
shots at
Jackson.
Adam. He's got
Yeah,
he's
Adam's
got
over
to
here
fire back.
having a
Like-
come apart.
Okay. I do like hooks. I'm actually a fan of pop music, not pop country. And just because I like music that doesn't have hooks, Zach, does not mean that is the only pigeonhole of music that I
Anti-hook.
like.
Every time I share a song with you, Adam, that has a hook, you're like, fucking, yeah, I mean, it's just pop. And it's like, dude, it's just got
never
a
been my
rhyme scheme.
response. That's never been my response to anything that you've sent me before. I'll give you a much more thoughtful
It's
and
all in the
listen to
subtext, dude.
Oh,
okay?
it's a
No,
subtext.
no, it's
Okay.
all in your assumptions, Zach.
It's all in the subtext, man. All right, so what about favorite cowboy movies?
Oh man.
I'm just trying to like, really get us in this mindset for this cattle drive, you know. So
I mean, are we talking just like straight up westerns? Because Tombstone, obviously.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, Tombstone is
Tombstone's
straight up.
classic,
Or
dude. There's no doubt.
McClintock is like.
I've
it's,
never
again,
seen McClintock. I've never seen McClintock.
McClintock's an oldie and a goodie.
Oh, it
and
is.
like,
It is.
yeah.
I am definitely with you, Heath. Tombstone is the best.
I'm your
It's
Huckleberry.
definitely the pinnacle, you know. It's
Yeah, I'm your
pedestal.
Huckleberry. Doc Holliday is like one of the best characters.
Makes that movie,
Yeah.
honestly. Let's be real. Like,
I mean, Butch Cassidy, the Sundance Kid,
Never seen it.
classic. Oh, that's a
it's
great
on the
movie.
list.
It is a
a
great
really good
movie,
one.
yeah.
I saw City Slickers recently. That was cute.
I think that's a good movie.
We didn't
That's
reference it in the
technically
last
counts.
episode.
There was some cow shit in there, you know, like literally and you know,
Cow
metaphorically.
pies.
I mean, do you talk about movies specifically or just favorite cowboy, like in any media?
Why? What are you trying to bring up?
Well, Roland,
Roland Deschain.
course.
Roland
Dark Tower.
Deschain,
Oh,
the
Roland
Dark
Deschain,
Tower.
Yeah.
the namesake of
Of
my
your character.
in this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
I thought you were talking about. I was like,
Well,
I
but he
mean,
did specifically say movies. And
Movies,
if,
he did.
if we're
Yeah.
referring to the one movie that involves that character, we just
Pass.
sweep that
No.
one under
Yeah.
the rug and
we
pretend it didn't
don't
happen.
talk about that.
That movie, I don't even know what you're talking about.
Although I do think that Idris Elba did a good job. It's just
Yeah.
the rest
there's
of the
no
movie
fault in him.
around him
Exactly.
was atrocious.
It was so
was.
slapped together, like they were like, we're just going to capitalize on that. This is a popular book series,
Right.
and not. It's like when they made the Aragon movie. It was like, oh, kids buy this. Let's throw $12 at it, and we'll sell movies. You know,
Although the scene where Roland is reloading and doing like crazy
I love
Matrix
the reloads.
type
That was the
reloading
only cool
is,
thing in there.
yeah, I mean that's like the highlight of the movie.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I saw that in the trailer, so I didn't ever watch the movie.
Right? Yeah.
But you didn't miss anything, man.
you're doing good.
They took a tiny part of what book 1 and then a part of book 7 and just smashed them together.
Oh, so they got the best beats then, right? Obviously.
I don't know, man. I think Wolves of the Calla, Wizard and Glass are some of the
Oh
best.
yeah,
beats
yeah,
of that.
yeah. I was being totally sarcastic.
Yeah.
For real.
Do you think Wolves of the Calla is the best one?
I also said Wizard and Glass. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wizard and Glass.
Yeah, Wizard and Glass is great. My favorite has always been the second one.
Drawing of the
I guess
Three.
I should read
Yeah.
these books.
Drawing
Yeah,
the 3
Drawing
is
of
like the
Three is
least
pretty fucking-
Western, though. I was thinking of like the westerny parts. I mean, the
Yeah,
Gunslinger.
Well, Wizard and Glass and the Gunslinger are the most westerny ones.
Yeah, but Wolves of the
Yeah.
Calla's got some like
No.
it's got like sci-fi western
Yeah,
vibes
it
to
gets,
Sci-fi
it gets
Western,
fucking
absolutely.
wacky though.
Bonkers wag near the end.
You should read them, Emily. They're really good. Josh,
Yeah.
have you finished it yet?
No,
He's never
no,
gone
because
to.
so here's what happened with that. All right, now
Tell
no,
us what
Susanna,
happened.
is that
I've
where you're
explained
at?
this before. No, so
Yeah.
you guys likely were reading them as they were released, right? So they were paced.
No, they
Well,
were
they
pretty damn
started being
early.
released in the
Pretty
late
damn early.
70s. So.
Okay, well, anyways, I'm reading them back to back and going back and forth between reading an audiobook and a lot of audiobook at work. I got to where like I couldn't tell you where one book ended and where the next one began because it's all bled together for me. So if I have
That's like-
6 books of like, I got to the point to where I was just kind of like burned out on it.
Oh man, that's how I consumed the Robert Jordan like Wheel of Time, and I loved that. Like I liked that it was
that
like
portion of it. Like that I didn't have to wait a year plus or however many or a decade or more for the next book. But like there's just something about it that like I got burned out after what 7,000-8,000 pages.
It's a
I
lot.
mean, I hear you.
Heath and I, we read the Dark Tower sequentially. Like Heath would read. We lived together and worked at Applebee's together, I think, at the time. And Heath would like read a book and then hand it to me, and then start the next one. And I would read it and wait for him to finish the next book. And
it was really cool. Like it's a foundational thing for me and Zach in particular, because we did it all at the same time with a couple other friends. And it's also very special to me because my dad turned me on to that series, and like. My dad wasn't around a lot when I was a kid, but me and him, like he turned me onto him, and I caught up to where he was. And by the time we got to the last book, we were racing to finish it, and he beat me by like 3 days.
Yeah, it's also how Adam and I met. I heard that he was
one of the first things that we were
fan of the Dark Tower, and I walked in the Boom Boom room one time and was like, bro, I heard you read the Dark Tower.
Fucking nerds.
Yeah. I have so many memories of we've talked about the Boom Boom room before, but like of meeting people for the first time with things like that. Like, oh, I heard you like Battlestar Galactica. Like, oh, I heard you like the Dark Tower. You know, like that happened a lot at the at that.
I
bar.
think like pretty much Josh and I, like, we met through a mutual friend / his, girlfriend at the time, but like, I pretty much like latched on to him because I was like, "Hey, yo, I heard you play that D&D's. Can I get up in there?"
Hey, yo, I heard you're a nerd.
I heard you was a nerd.
I thought you was a nerd. You ain't no nerd.
What that smell like?
I would say that the Dark Tower is as influential to how I tell stories as Lost is. Like,
oh my,
it's that key in like how I think about storytelling.
It's a cornerstone piece of fiction.
Okay.
What were you saying, Heath? You were trying to get something out.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, to loop back to the sort of Western thing. I wanted to make this one point before we move on. Is that vibe of like the 90s pop country, the like heyday of pop country being good, the movie equivalent of that is Young Guns.
I've never seen
None of you
Young
ever
Guns.
seen Young Guns?
I've seen it
with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez.
Because my brain always thinks that's the Western? Young and the Dead.
It was like whatever. Pop Western, like it's a popcorn flick. Everybody's parents loved it. Like, I remember my aunts and the elder ladies in my family always called it Young Buns because it was all these 20-something handsome actors, and like it's an 8 or 9 person ensemble cast, and there's like a Bon Jovi soundtrack, you know?
Yeah, it was like Charlie Sheen, Emilio Estevez,
it was a bunch of people.
A bunch of other actors like that. Christian Slater, I think, was in it. I might be wrong about that. I have
literally never heard of this.
Kiefer Sutherland, Lou Diamond Phillips.
Dermot Mulroney.
Yeah.
Casey Siemaszko.
Okay, now you're just reading names of people you don't know.
Yeah.
You know who Dermot Mulroney is. You know his face. I
probably know the face, but not the...
Jack Palance.
I know who Dylan is.
I know who Jack Palance is.
Yeah. Oh, Terry O'Quinn from Lost. Locke himself was in that.
Oh, very nice.
But yeah, it was the story of Billy the Kid and his posse, where Emilio Estevez was Billy the Kid.
Oh, okay.
Am I just making this up? Is this some Berenstain universe thing? But there was like a movie with George Strait where he was like some kind of... He was either a musician or a rodeo star.
Probably. Why not? Shit.
Pure country? Yeah.
Pure country.
Is it?
Yeah.
Y'all on that Google foo, huh?
Yes. Oh, yeah. We're getting it.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's what my parents watched. I was a child. Yeah, it was a child. Damn, he was young as fuck in this, wasn't he?
Yeah.
Well, now, okay.
It's 92, baby.
92. I was 4.
Did y'all ever watch, like, Ponderosa?
No.
That sounds familiar, but...
Yeah, my grandpa did.
Yeah, I watched it with my grandfather. Yeah, that was, like, our go-to show.
I wasn't trying to be mean. Like, that
was great.
That is a grandpa show.
It was 100%. There was a Westerns channel that I would just sit and watch with my grandpa, and I'm like, all right,
it was like Ponderosa and Dallas.
Yeah. Well, we never watched Dallas, but we was on that Ponderosa shit.
There are some good, like, there was kind of a Western revival in the last, like, 15 years in the post-Tombstone world.
Like
With,
True Grit was pretty good.
True Grit was very good.
Yeah, it was awesome. Before that, like, 310 to Yuma, the remake of that was really good.
That was good. Mm-hmm. We got 15 minutes out of
Sorry.
Cowboy Talk. That's a hell of a
I think you could gather from the last
feeling the
episode.
I'm in it.
I am. I'm
I'm
like,
this close to going and getting my cowboy hat. You don't even fucking know. Go put on my boots. Here's a quick question. How many of y'all have multiple pairs of cowboy boots?
I don't
I
have
have
A
zero
single
pairs.
pair.
Get your shit
lacking
together.
in
That's
that.
all I can say.
I do not have any cowboy boots as an adult. When I was a child, though, my like go-to like outfit, and there's like so many pictures of me as a kid wearing cowboy boots with a Batman cape.
I
And
love
I
it
think I
so
feel like
much.
I've said this before, but that was like, you know, if I didn't have to be somewhere,
Top tier Zach shit.
I
right
was
there.
in my cowboy boots and my Batman cape.
I love it. I have a pair of dress cowboy boots, and then I have 2 pair of work cowboy boots. So, you know,
Yeah.
get on my level. That's what I'm saying without saying it, but with saying it.
Yeah, I feel like my family wasn't country enough that we were like all into cowboy. Like my grandpa wore cowboy boots, but like the rest of the family was more like I had work boots.
Work boots. I
You
feel
know,
like
like
that's
steel
like your
toes.
family. Yeah.
Right.
I don't fuck with steel toes anymore because I had a horse step on my foot when I was wearing some, and it scared me real bad because it bent the steel. I could have lost some toes.
It's a horse.
Well,
Yeah,
so it
yeah.
bent the steel instead of crushing your foot.
Exactly. But I mean, like,
yeah, true.
It did
You would've
its
had no
fucking
toes.
job.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
no, it could have cut my toes off, you see,
And if you
instead of
hadn't
just
had
breaking
it,
them.
you would have had smashed toes.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't know,
I don't know.
Emily?
I think it would have broken a
It's
toe.
a horse.
But
having
it
worked,
would not have.
That's what I said,
lot.
John.
having worked a
I
lot in an
reiterated the
industrial
point here.
environment,
Yeah.
I am a firm believer in steel toe / composite toe boots. Like, I have to wear them every day to work, but they have saved my toes at least twice.
All right, fine, whatever. I will allow
And
it.
you know, gosh, darn it, I
Reluctantly, I
really
will
enjoy
give you-
having toes.
What'd you say?
I said, gosh darn it, I really enjoy having toes.
I thought you said
I
something
like being
else.
able to balance.
Okay,
Yeah.
What'd you think I said?
Pretty crucial for balance, you know?
don't worry about it. So, anyways, what about Starfinder?
Roland certainly would require the crew to all wear composite toe boots for sure.
Unlike Josh, Gadrick doesn't believe in them.
It's a character choice.
It's a character choice. Don't worry about it.
Gadrick has Emily's opinion. He almost got his toes crushed one time, and he swore off steel-toed
I'm
boots.
done. I'm done.
That's the Gadrick, deep Gadrick lore right there.
Listeners, what's your take? Are you pro or con steel toe?
Inquiring minds want to know.
My mind wants to know. So, anyways, I don't know what Defrex or something. What are we doing? Where are we?
something.
Don't worry about that. You know,
Space
Brett,
badgers,
son.
you know?
Spadgers.
Badgers. There it is.
Badgers. So I do need to kind of explain some things at the top of this episode about how this is going to work. Right when we last left the crew, they had come upon a Defrex herd. So you're ready to start the drive, as it were. Now, you know, as with most things in Paizo systems, this is not just like you drive the herd, and it's, you know, GM discretion about how this whole thing works, right? There are rules to this game, my friends, and
Nebulous.
this drive is no exception, and it's gonna work pretty similar to sort of chase mechanics, okay? In that we are going to, it's going to take place over several rounds, this drive. I'm going to present an obstacle that you as a group have to overcome, and then you will all select one crew member to resolve that obstacle by attempting any associated skill checks. I would like if we could like lean into the RP on this as well. The DCs are going to change depending on what you utilize, or what tools you have at your disposal, that sorts of thing, right? So if you succeed at your check, the group will earn 1 success. Okay, you're going to have so many rounds to obtain these successes. The number of successes that you obtain will determine the number of Defrex that you are successfully able to herd.
To wrangle, okay.
Wrangle, yeah. Let's use wrangle.
That's the fun word, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
I'm assuming there's some system of obstacles involved in
there
this?
are obstacles. Yes, indeed. On account of our obstacles. So, yeah. So, for now, though, you can start your drive, and I'll let you guys handle that. There's a very large herd of Defrex. You're all on inner cycles. I believe we all have inner cycles, right? Except for Mantis, who is riding shotgun.
Well, we crafted Mantis. We reconfigured her as a tiny drone.
That's right. She's a flying drone now. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, how do y'all want to kind of get this whole wrangling process started? I'll let y'all sort of take the reins, as it were, on this one.
I would like to root and or toot to begin this.
Listen, be rootin', be tootin', but
I'll
most
handle the
importantly, be kind.
Oh, to these Defrex.
Yeah.
Some combination of rootin', tootin', scootin', and shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we would imagine get on our inner cycles that we rented and.
Well, yeah. What do you do, Roland? Do you see this herd? You're all in your inner cycles. How do you inspire your crew to get out there and wrangle some Defrexes?
Well, this may be our first rodeo, but we shall be successful, and let's just have some fun out here. It's not often that we get to do an excursion like this. We could turn this into a team-building exercise.
Hell yeah, we could. And Gadget revs his inner cycle.
Hell yeah. Anytime you insert team building exercise, it automatically makes it sound less fun.
Yeah, but this sounds fun.
Voluntold.
In my mind, though, Hestia would be all about that. Team building.
I'm very excited, but I know the corporate subtext.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was going to ask about, we got the 2 items, right? We got the...
You have 3 items, I believe. You have your flushing lizard that emit a loud, shrill bark. Okay. You have your blood lure. Mm-hmm. Is that it?
That's it.
It's just 2 items. Okay.
Yeah, we don't have a repellent. We just have the lure, and we have the
the lizard.
Well, the lizard is the repellent.
The lizard
is a repellent. Okay.
Barks to push them in a direction or whatever, and the lure lures them to you.
Right.
The lizard is our hound dog.
Yeah, we got our push and pull there. Okay.
It's our bird dog.
Yeah.
So is that like a situation where like a specific person needs to have one of those items? Like, obviously we're not throwing it from motorcycle to motorcycle.
Right.
I mean, if you want to throw it from intercycle, you can. Certainly you'd be able to catch pace with somebody on an intercycle, ride parallel to them, and hand it off if you needed to do that. And I'm not going to like count that against your round actions or anything, right? This is very fluid. This is wibbly wobbly. Timey-wimey, it's a nebulous.
We're just having some fun here.
Yeah.
We're just chasing some Defrex around, getting a chance to feel the wind against our fur or flesh, and let the wind go through our hair. on these fun ass bikes.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
Is-
I just really liked the idea that the lure is attached to tiny mantis.
Yes,
that's
I
what I
agree.
want out of this.
okay,
There you go.
That's perfectly fine. Yeah, no problem. She can
Who
grasp
is a
it in her little
drone?
claw.
I mean,
That
a
for
flying
some
drone,
reason,
right?
she still has a little claw. You know. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, I'm thinking do I have questions? I have a lot of questions.
Okay.
But I don't know how to articulate them. Story of my life. I mean, we just do it. Like the lizard, does it run behind us? Do we just like?
No, it's a lizard
I mean-
in a cage. It's a
Okay.
So
container.
in my
of sorts.
mind, I think of this thing though as like a bird dog. It's not like we can let it go and say, "Let's get him," and
Well,
it
you
goes.
let it go, it's going to run away.
It's
I'm
it's
so-
to
is it
utilize
though?
its bark, right?
Okay.
The bark
Yeah,
is
yeah.
hurting
So
them in a direction.
I'm thinking
to
about this as
remind-
actual herding. I'm sorry, y'all. I
You
need
are
to get out
actually
of the reality.
herding.
We
You-
are the dogs.
You
We are the
you on
dogs.
your
Okay,
bikes
there we
are
go.
the dogs. But just to give you a quick refresher on what a fleshing lizard is, right? In your book Taming the Herd, you learn about these fleshing lizards, and it says that Defrex wranglers often use small reptiles known as fleshing lizards who emit a loud, shrill bark that causes Defrexes to retreat. I will let you know if you can utilize the fleshing lizard on something,
and the lure.
Yeah, and the lure, right? That sort of thing.
I think we just kind of go into this as if it's like a vehicle chase. It's similar type of deal, and we just talk about how it is affecting us as characters to do this job. I would like for Roland to just take a look at Vincent and see what kind of like mood he is in being out here in the open and on a bike, and
So
just see where his head's at.
Vincent actually likes the great outdoors. He doesn't have, he doesn't really have any exposure outside of Akaton, and which kind of pushed him towards leaving Akaton to a degree, just so he'd actually be able to experience something other than Akaton at the time. And yeah, again, he's always liked the outdoors. He likes mountains, prairies, caves, stuff like that. So for him, this is kind of this is very nice. Actually getting to feel the wind in your hair and to just really just have something that isn't trying to actively kill you, And sure, it's Defrex and everything, but he's got a whole team with him. I think this is something that we might be able to he's gonna actually enjoy this as a team exercise.
Roland, for his part, is kind of like weaving in and out of all the crew on the bike. Like, he's particularly playful in this environment.
Yeah.
Maybe more so than he has been before. He really likes driving the bike around.
Yeah, I think the same is true of Hestia for numerous reasons. One, there's like a nostalgia factor. She kind of grew up on a farm homestead kind of situation, so it feels comfortable to her. Also, she's a fucking mechanic, so like she's really excited with any kind of vehicle she gets to get her hands on. And I feel like she's testing the inner cycles out, seeing what they can do, being playful with them too, running around, seeing what kind of action she can get out of it. And it seems like many of us are just really excited to do this, even though like we do need to keep, a level head and like actually try to achieve this goal.
Right.
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm thinking a lot of this is kind of done on the way to the herd as well, and then like once we get there, we see the herd, we kind of tighten up and say, all right, let's see what we can do.
It just reminds me of like cowboy movies, like we kind of track down the herd and then use our binoculars or whatever to look off a rocky ridge, and plan our approach.
If we herd them in that direction, I think we can pin them in and get them into a more confined space. They might be easier to maneuver. What do you think, Adric?
Is that still that popcorn?
Look, I had that bits of popcorn get stuck between your teeth, like up in your gums. I was just getting rid of one of them. I finally got it out. It's been bugging me for days. It feels like.
Indeed, but yeah, as far as it goes, you've all studied taming the herd. We're going to say that you have enough that you at least conceptually have a good idea of what you're doing. You're not coming in here like with no idea of what to do. So you're able to, position your inner cycles in such a way that you get this big herd of like 100 Defrex moving. And you're moving along, everything seems fine, you're cruising, everybody's hanging out, and before too long though, this group of adolescent Defrexes in the herd kind of breaks off and starts to flee. And as they do, they start to head straight into some jagged rocks that are jutting up from the ground. So I need someone to intervene. Now here's the deal. If you use a blood lure on this, you do get a bonus to this roll, but I need someone to decide.
Yeah.
To you're gonna need either a survival, a piloting, or an athletics check, depending on what you want. So discuss amongst yourselves who's gonna attempt this check, how you're gonna do it.
One question before we get into it: is the blood lure a single expense?
Yes, it's
like
a single.
If we use it, then it's gone.
It's a single use. Yes.
Same with the lizard.
Yes, but
lizard single.
Guys,
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, this is mechanics heavy shit. I don't know what to tell you. You know what I mean?
So, I've got a pretty good piloting, and like we established, like I've got the blood lure on Mantis. So, I think Hestia would definitely volunteer to go off and try to bring him back.
Yeah. So let's play this out. So we see. Oh, shit! Looks like some of the young ones have branched out. You see those rocks over there? They look like they might just impale themselves right on them. What do you think we should do?
They done got spooked, Captain. But I've got this blood lure, and I will go wrangle them back up.
Sounds like an excellent plan. We'll keep the rest of the herd in place. Show us what you got.
All right, Hestia.
Cowbug.
So you break off from the group, and you're cruising on your inner cycle, revving it up, trying to intercept this group of Defrex that is just charging towards this rocky terrain, breaking off. So I need you to first intercept, try to like get in front of this rocky terrain, cut them off, and then you'll deploy your blood lure to lead them back. So what I need from you is a piloting check, and I will give you a +2 item bonus to this piloting check when you utilize the blood lure, and then you can kind of explain how that plays out. We'll see what happens with the roll.
Okay, so I rolled a 15 on the die. I have a +7, so it's a 22. And if you said a +2 for the lure?
Mm-hmm.
So 24.
24 total.
Yes.
Okay, that is going to be a success. So tell me how Tia does this.
Yeah, so as soon as, the captain okays her going off, she, as I've already said, she's really excited, so she revs her inner cycle up and zoom, like veers off and looks for a perfect path to kind of like, get ahead of them just based on like the shortest possible distance, and while also getting like as close as she can to deploy the lure attached to Mantis. As she gets up and like is even with him and about to pass him, she flips open the flap of her bag and says, "Go, Mantis." And Mantis like flies out because she's a tiny little flying drone now, holding the lure directly in front of the little offshoot of the herd.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, you sweep that inner cycle in and just narrowly avoid these jagged rocks, cut them off. Mantis deploys the lure and leads these adolescent Defrexes back into the herd. So that is one success for the crew of the Elephant.
Like Roland, Roland for sure. I don't know about the rest of the crew, but he's like cheering as he watches. Like he's excited and into this, and so like he's like, yeah, woo woo, and he actually gets like a little howl out of him, like woo woo.
Nice.
The herd spooks and runs off a cliff because of the howl.
Oh yeah, you are a dog. No, I mean, you can also see the excitement on Hestia's face and the sort of triumph on her face as she comes back, both from, completing the completing her mission of sorts. And also, like, she's not the pilot of our ship. Like, you don't get to see her really pilot things that often. And, like, she's a pretty badass intercycle driver.
Yeah, and Roland's like, this is exhilarating. Who knew that such a task could be just what the rejuvenation that we need? And he's like, as I said, he's feeling it. He's loving it.
Yeah. So you all continue along with the drive. You're managing the Defrex.
Tips his cowboy hat at Hestia when she rejoins us.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you see her like jacket flapping with the Roland T-shirt on.
Yeah, so as you're managing the drive here, before too long, you see a small group of people on intercycles kind of bounding across the prairie, heading towards your direction. So kind of roll a culture check. Someone roll a culture check for me real quick, to try to figure out what these people might be.
I mean, just one? Like,
yeah, I mean, you can all roll. I don't care. You can aid however you want to do it.
I aid with a 16.
Okay. Love it. Great. Is that all aid?
Are we?
Yeah.
Do we? Well, I mean, I can auto aid, but do we need? I was worried. Do we need to, like, in case one of us fails it, the two people need to try it?
It doesn't matter. This is not the actual check. This is to give you some insight into what's happening.
Okay. Well, I auto aid then.
All right, 21 total.
Okay. All right. So Morgan, you get a very strong suspicion these are Vescarium agents on their way to inspect the drive to see if you may have the proper licensing that you need in order to get away with this. Now, you do have forged licenses. The question is, do you want to take a chance with your forged licenses, or do you want to try to avoid these agents?
We got the licenses for a reason. Right. I got a high bluff.
Well, and we, when I forged them, like, it was a massive success.
Yeah.
Right.
We did as well as we could have with our forgeries.
Yeah.
I'd say take the chance,
Yeah.
Yes, hold up, crew. It looks as if we've got some visitors ahead. I imagine they're here to check our credentials. Tia, Morgan, if the two of you would join me, Gadrick and Vincent would just make sure that none of our herd escapes, if you wouldn't mind. And they'll approach the Vesk.
Okay, so you ride out on your intercycles to meet them. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they see you and they sort of slow down. And as you get close, you see a few some Vesks and a Patra, and they are, they look like they're kind of in like game warden style gear, right? They're in uniforms, but they got their cowboy hats on. And
cowboy hats and cargo pants.
yeah, and you ride to meet them, and one of them approaches you, says, "Howdy, partner. How's the drive going?"
So far, so great. It's been a wonderful day. How are you this fine afternoon?
Doing good. Listen, we just got to make sure everything's on the up and up. Y'all got your licenses?
Of course.
Yes, sir. I have them all right here. And she comes and brings just so they can inspect them all.
Okay. Well, they take a look at it, and this Vesk, he studies it. He looks down at the license. He looks back up at you, back down at the license, back up at UT, and he kind of squints his eyes for a second. And then just enough for you to just maybe a bead of sweat starts pouring down your carapace, and he hands
That's
it back.
concerning. Sheeran, don't sweat.
Right. It's like, I don't think that's how that worked, but I get the image.
Yeah. A metaphorical bead of sweat.
I see.
Okay, we're
Oh, I
talking
see.
about literal.
It's an anime bead
Yeah,
of sweat.
yeah. And then his expression goes back to neutral. He hands you the license, and he tips his hat to you and says, "All right, y'all be careful now." And they ride off, and that's going to be 2 successes for the crew of the old
Hell
fox.
yeah.
And then we have to hightail it back and get caught up so no more of the herd can break off with our limited amount of people that are still tending them.
Yeah.
So we that's the fun part. Is like we all kind of, I like to think we do the like in place 180, like burn out, and then all take off.
Morgan,
Like
I
a
just
rocket.
need to set the scene here. Morgan has like a scarf wrapped around their neck, but their hair is down, and they're standing up on the inner cycle, just going. I have a piloting of 1, so it's not being driven very well.
Okay. Well, just keep it between the lines, okay, Morgan.
I mean, it's a large space.
don't
We're
try.
fine.
It's between
We're
the
fine.
mayo and the mustard.
That's right, absolutely. So you continue along with the drive. Everything, everything's going pretty smooth at this point. You've really avoided the worst of this in terms of the spiky terrain there, as well as your forged licenses, also keeping you from catching heat from the fuzz, and you're cruising along, and all of a sudden, Vincent, you are riding along your inner cycle, and just bam, you just fall into a spike pit left by presumably poachers. Okay. Now the vehicle automatically is going to fall into the pit, right?
Okay.
Now what I need you to do is to roll a reflex save to try to leap from the pit as the cycle falls down into the pit.
Okay, well, I am a dex-based soldier, so let's go ahead and see about
What is that called in 2E when you like catch yourself as you're falling? I don't know.
Grab a ledge.
That's it.
Yeah. So, got a +5 on acrobatics. That's going to be a 21.
A 21.
Nice.
All right. So Vincent, you leap from the pit as the inner cycle goes down into it, and just manage to catch that ledge, and just able to pull yourself up, right? However, your inner cycle is now at the bottom of this pit. So, I need somebody to try to get this inner cycle out, right? So, we can. There's a couple of skills you can use. Somebody can use an engineering, right?
Oh yeah.
If you want, if that's the easiest one for you, Tia, then go ahead.
I think in Tia's general MO of trying to be as helpful as useful, helpful as possible, not helpful as useful. She would immediately kind of telepathically to the captain be like, "We have a problem. Vincent's inner cycle has fallen in something, but you guys stay with the pack. I will leap back or circle back and grab him and catch back up to you."
Okay.
Yeah. He tips his hat.
You're getting the hang of that hat tipping, sir. But yeah, so as quickly as she can, she kind of peels off and routes back to go and try to get him out of this sticky situation.
I mean, I imagine we all probably heard that commotion, right?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
But
like we all
I mean-
kind of...
Well, no.
what is
hear
Vincent?
Vincent just swearing his ass off about
Yeah,
that.
Vincent's like
Yeah.
hanging off on this ledge here. What does Vincent think about falling in the spike trip, losing his inner cycle?
All he's thinking is bloody fucking poachers with their stupid ass motherfucking traps and shit. God damn it. And so he's almost like, think like fucking Yosemite Sam, where he's just like throwing his fucking hat on the ground and almost stomping on it, It's just like, he's pissed off about this.
Day's
Yeah.
ruined. All that joy, it's gone.
Well, and then as he's
He was
cussing up a
really
storm,
enjoying it, It's like, nope, I almost died now because of this
This
stupid
is why I
pit.
see no joy in anything in
That's
life.
right. I'm all piss and vinegar.
Yeah.
well, as he's in the middle of his burst of curse words, Hestia kind of gets near enough on the inner cycle that telepathically he hears, "It's okay, calm down. We'll get it out of there and get back to the wrangling."
Yeah.
And
So
he's like,
as you're sort of
to ya.
pulling yourself up from the ledge of this pit, Vincent, you start to get in a smell of like rotting entrails that must be coming from something that did fall into the pit here. And I need you to roll me a quick fortitude save.
all right. As he's smelling that, he's thinking to himself, like, tell you, did you step in something? You smell like prawns left out in the sun.
Oh no.
And so,
Don't you put that on me. You know there's probably a week's old Defrex down there.
all right. And fortitude, get into it. Okay, yes, plus 6. So let's see. That is going to be a 19.
Okay, 19. Yeah, so your stomach starts to turn, but you are a hardy dwarf, right? And you
That's
just kind
right.
of shake this off. It isn't the worst thing you've ever smelled. Maybe not the first set of rotting flesh that you've come across. So you shrug it off, and you're able to go on without being sickened or anything. Now I just need Tia, as you're sort of like trying to hook a cable to Vincent's inner cycle in this pit. See if you can successfully do that and pull it out with an engineering check.
Okay. Engineering is plus 12. I rolled another 15, so 27.
27. Absolutely no problems there. Yeah, you were able to deploy your tow line and pull this inner cycle out where Vincent can remount, and you can all proceed along with the drive. So that's 3 successes now for the crew of the Oliphant on this Defrex
We're doing
drive.
quite well. We're natural Defrex herders.
Yeah, we're good, but we ain't there yet, man.
Yeah.
We're basically professionals. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, and Tia, when she gets it out and Vincent mounts, is like, all right, day is not ruined yet, but we need to catch up so that we don't have another issue with Defrex running off.
Race it back to the group.
You're on.
Just revs up.
All right, roll me a couple of D20s. Let's see who gets faster.
Oh.
All right, okay.
Just straight D20.
All right, 14.
14.
Oh.
All right, so Vincent and Tia are neck and neck. Let's go ahead and roll again.
While that's going on, I think I'll lean over to Gadrick and be like, "Well, it looks like we have a real Days of Thunder situation going on here. Who do you think's gonna win?" My money's on Hestia, but for the sake of the crew, I'd hope for Vincent.
I was going to say Tia, but I'm rooting for Vincent on this one.
All right, let's go. And we're like watching, just like checking it out.
Oh, I got a crit fail.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I only got a 9, but that'll beat a crit fail.
Tia breaks off ahead of Vincent. See
Vincent's
you in
like,
my
my controller is
dust.
broken.
Yeah. It's like, to be fair, his inner cycle fell in a spiked pit,
Yeah,
okay?
He suggested racing.
Every time we play F-Zero, you give me the broken controller, and I always drift off the edge.
Yeah, so Tia does make it back. However, Vincent, I will say, other than your own ineptitude, there's the bicycle, or the inner cycle rather, is fine. It's okay. It's not
Right. Okay,
Your
cool.
own
it's not
ineptitude,
damaged
thanks.
or anything which caused
Your foot just like slipped off when you went to switch gears,
Yeah.
you know?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah,
He doesn't drive fucking intercycles every day,
True.
So this is
Very
this is
true.
still a new experience and whatnot,
Yeah.
Whereas Hestia, from the age of 4 years old, because Sheeran mature faster, she was a amateur motocross driver. So out on the farm.
Totally.
All right,
Got her first dirt
Cannon.
bike at fucking 6 years old.
She built that bitch.
Yeah.
All right, so you all reconvene. You're heading along the drive, and after a little while, you see off in the distance some strange-looking flora, some plants. I need a life science check from someone.
Definitely not Vincent.
That's not Gadrick.
I have a +6.
Yeah,
That's gonna be
you're
you.
one better than me. I have a +5.
I'll
try to aid you if I can. Who just barely aided
Well, I'm
with
glad
a 10.
you did. Okay, so that is going to be with the aid 19.
19. Well, that'll get it.
thank
So
God.
Tia and Morgan, you sort of like move your inner cycles up and kind of point out, and you work out from what you've read in Taming the Herd. This is some sort of carnivorous plant, and your Defrexes are quickly approaching it, and the carnivorous plant starts to kind of lash out. It isn't quite there, not close enough to the Defrexes, but it will be soon as you move the herd past it. So, someone...
Who's got the lizard?
Yeah, someone can try a survival or a intimidate check to keep the Defrex safely away from this plant.
I've got a decent intimidate. I got a +8.
Okay.
Yeah,
Remember,
that sounds like you.
You can use this. You can use your flushing lizard on one of these intimidate checks, but this is only the 4th obstacle, so just a heads up on that. You may want it for later, but you can certainly use that to get a +2 bonus to an intimidate check if you want to go that route.
Can we choose to use the lizard after he rolls?
No.
No. Also, I just want to say, like, these are like carnivorous plants. Like, for them to be a threat to Defrex, they must be
They are.
fucking
They're large.
enormous.
Yeah. This is some alien shit. I mean, this is.
Yeah.
We are here on Vesk too. You don't necessarily know.
15-foot tall.
Yeah.
Venus flytraps, yeah.
Right.
Got some Castrovillian level plants on this motherfucker.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah,
real.
this outcropping of plants, they're certainly large enough that could cause a major threat to your herding operation.
Hestia definitely has a tiny mantis, which she could have reconfigured to have a camera on it, take a picture of the plant for later study.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so Captain will go to the group and says, yes, looks as if there's some large Venus flytrap type things up there. Let me handle this one. I think I can corral these Defrex away from them.
You can do it, Captain.
All right. Hopefully I can.
You can.
All right, that's 21.
21
I'm not without using the lizard.
without the
I'm not using
lizard. Right,
Yeah.
absolutely. So Roland, yeah, you pull your inner cycle up, kind of get between where these plants are. Well, how do you intimidate these Defrex? I'm just curious, like what flavor you want, because it's a success. You're going to successfully do this. So how do you do
So
it?
I want my moat to like kind of. I know I'm not in combat or whatever, but I want the moat to kind of like crackle with some purple, like lunar energy, and I don't know if this is even how these plants work, but maybe convince the plants that it's night, and maybe they like close up at night. They're only active at day, something like that. You know, like basically fuck up their.
Okay,
normal
so instead of
cycle
intimidating
with, like-
the Defrex, you're intimidating the plants.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? That's not how it's supposed to go, but I'll let you have it.
I'm here for
I'll
it.
let you have it. Yeah,
So I want my intimidate to operate as a life science. That's what I want.
you know what, man? It's fine with me. So, yeah, you absolutely do that, and even though these Defrexes do get dangerously close, the plants don't lash out as a result of your intervention.
As they get, as I'm putting myself in between them, kind of maybe confusing the plants, and then like standing by the Defrex, I'm definitely like kind of snarling at them if any of them move towards me to kind of cow them back into line.
Yeah.
I feel like Roland was the kind of student that the teacher was like, you did a great job, but you literally didn't do the right assignment. Like, you wrote your paper about a completely different topic.
I mean, yeah, kind of. That's definitely what happened to him at the Cosmonastery, without a doubt.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're able to do that. You herd the Defrexes back into the larger group, and that is 4 successes for the crew. So we're doing all right. We're doing all right.
Yes.
Yep. So you keep driving along the trail. You know, we're out here on the prairie, cruising along our inner cycles, and suddenly a scuffle starts breaking out among these Defrexes. They just start snarling at each other and starting to fight. Okay, so this is holding up obviously your progress, and you don't want any of these Defrexes to get hurt. So there's several ways you can sort of overcome this, right? You can obviously, as you do normally, interpose yourselves, you know, with your mount or your vehicle, and you can use athletic, survival, or piloting for that, or you can try to intimidate or use a survival check to separate the animals. So let's pick somebody to do that and handle it.
This sounds like a job for a mustachioed Yosoki with high piloting.
Yeah, I can probably try and get up in there.
Yeah, I got a mustache.
As he twirls his mustache.
And in
This
Vince's
is a little
head,
bit too cartoonish, but I'm thinking in the wind that the ends are just like little propellers.
right?
It's like spinning.
Why the hell
In
not?
driving
Vincent's
along.
head, he says, "See, it's real. Obviously, it's doing propeller things. That's what real mustaches do."
Doing propeller
And
things.
he's just like trying to compare it to the Defrex, like for like making sure that's probably Defrex hair. It's not Yosoki hair.
All right, so Gadrick wants to take this one with a piloting check.
Yeah, I can attempt to do that. Hopefully I don't mess it up. Got a plus 15 to piloting now.
Okay. Just don't roll a natural 1, bro.
Yeah, I rolled a 16 for a 31.
A 31 is a resounding success. So tell me, elaborate on how Gadrick goes to break up this Defrex fight.
He just goes straight, like, right into the middle, hooping and a hollering. Just like just a big old yeehaw on his way in. It's like, go on now, go on get. Yo, go fight now. And just like zooms right between the two of them, like boops both of their noses as he passes.
You leave your sister alone now.
Yeah, absolutely, man, and it works. It works extremely well. The Defrexes sort of grumble and fall back in line with the herd. Fantastic.
I don't need no grumbling. Y'all get back in line.
Does anybody? You
Don't
all
you
see
sass me.
Gadrick do this and sort of just fly through these Defrexes, screaming, "Go on, get!"
I feel like that's like the most like animated we've ever heard Gadrick like talk, you know, because he's usually like pretty reserved. Just yep, yeah, all right.
Oh,
but
when the occasion calls for it.
yeah, but like he's out there like, hi, you know, like it's just
Using
like,
his big boy voice.
Outside voice, you know.
Projecting
Yeah.
from the chest.
Telepathically, Tia's like, "I would have loved to have him on the farm with me when I was younger."
So, all right. Excellent. Well done. That is 5 successes for the crew here. All right. And we're moving along. And for a while, you don't have any problems. Everything seems fine. And you can tell you're not too far, maybe an hour or two out from getting back to the Oliphant. And then one of these larger, big bull Defrex starts to try to assert control of the herd, and he starts charging towards you all, the wranglers, as it were. So you got to back down this Defrex, right? So obviously someone can do that with an intimidate or a survival check. You can do it since you're on an inner cycle. You can do it with a piloting check as well. And again, you do still have your lizard that you can get. If you use an intimidate, you get a +2 bonus to that as well.
so we're being charged up by one of our own Defrex,
By one
right?
of the Defrex. Yeah, this Defrex has decided that he's the alpha of the group here. I know that alphas aren't a thing or whatever, realistically speaking, but for the purposes of this,
It's in the lexicon, you know what it means.
yeah. This one he's trying to assert dominance over the herd.
Roland pulls out his scarf, pulls it out and like shakes it out like a sheet, like whoosh, and says, "I've got this."
Oh boy!
And he's gonna take his scarf and he's gonna try to intimidate, like straight up, like taunt it like a bull. Yeah, Matador.
Okay.
With his.
Do you want to utilize
scarf.
the lizard at all? This is a higher DC.
Yeah,
on this.
I will use it on this one.
Okay.
So like I'll unleash the lizard, put it on my shoulder, and have it screaming as I am like, "All right, come on, Defrex, I've got you," and I'll roll that intimidate.
Okay.
This is with a +2, right?
Yes.
All right, this is a 23.
23 with the DC 22 on that. You do get it, Roland. You do get it.
Nice.
So you just sort of like use your scarf and the combination of this lizard to just, you know, I don't know what it's called. What does a matador do? Right? What is that? What is that verb?
A taunt? I don't know.
Taunt and evade.
I guess I thought that was a. It's not like bullfighting. It's I don't know. I can't think of it. But yeah, what you do is essentially like make this thing dizzy. It tries to charge, and then you confuse it, whip the scarf around enough times that it just starts to get dizzy and wears itself out and just and decides it doesn't want any of you and resumes kind of falling in line with the rest of the herd.
Everyone's like, there are no alphas.
Absolutely. So everyone, congratulations. That is 6 successful obstacles here in
Obstacles.
I'm counting your obstacles. So that is a success on the drive.
Nice.
You are going to keep all 100 of your herd. So nail
Nice.
that. Now, as you're leading this herd along, you start to hear a series of howls coming from off in the distance.
We look over our shoulder. Roland, what?
Calm down, Roland.
Yes, no, not. It's not me.
Yeah, well, these howls kind of alert the herd, and they start quickening their pace. So, someone roll a life science check for me.
All right. Any aids?
Can I aid it? Yeah.
I don't know what life is.
I aid with a 16.
Okay.
Yep. I also aid.
Okay.
26.
Well, with a DC 14,
Okay.
you have no problem recognizing that these howls belong to newborn Defrex pups.
Oh.
Right, so
wow.
the herd is heading straight towards this. I'm assuming you're all going to follow along as well then.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so
And get a pet.
yeah,
Yes.
you come to this like it's sort of like I don't know. It's a cliff. It's not a huge cliff, but it is a cliff, and the herd seems to be stopping and like gathering around the edge of this cliff. And there's like a gulch down at the bottom of it, right? And the herd doesn't move. They seem to stay there, and they all are looking around at each other, howling, looking concerned. As you all approach the edge of this cliff, it's like a steep embankment, right? You know. You can see the source of this trouble, right? Down in this pit of like blacky tar, like muck, right? You see a trapped Defrex mother with all of her pups gathered around, howling.
Oh, no.
And we'll see you.
Oh,
We gotta save
it's
them.
gonna be like 3 weeks before we can say.
Well, you know,
We'll hitch our motorcycles to it, pull it out like I pulled Vincent's
You know
motorcycle out
what?
the pit.
You know what? We won't see you. We'll save you. How about that?
okay,
How about
there you
that?
go. There you go.
And we'll get a new baby Defrex pet to go on our ship.
Oh my God.